really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with Now looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free.
Good morning and welcome to today's show. Now, in today's show, I've done something a little bit different because normally I would go through some kind of online tech or online strategy, but I thought it was about time that I actually did a stream where I actually discussed what it is that I actually do for clients, because I don't even think some of my family even know exactly what I do. And I thought it was about time that I actually did something about that and actually talk about it and see where that leads. So that's what I'm going to be discussing on today's show. Hi, my name is Jason Kruger and I help heart-centered businesses build and automate their online marketing systems. But what does it actually mean? Because, yes, I build these online systems, etc. But what do they actually, what are they? And who is it that I actually support and help? Well, a lot of my clients are, in different fields. A lot of them are coaches. Some are in PR. Some of them are in recruitment. So it can be very varied. But what they all have in common is that they are looking to help people with their businesses, but do it from the heart. They're not in it necessarily for the money. Yes, money is important, but they are passionate about what they do and they want to help as many people as possible. And that's exactly what I feel as well. I really want to help as many people get online and have thriving online businesses, especially with everything that's been going on now for, almost a year now. So that's kind of a little bit about who I actually help. But the actual services and things like that I do is, yes, I build online marketing systems. Now, that has a varied meaning. There's a lot of different things that it could mean. But I kind of started out building websites for clients and friends and family, over 10 years ago now. And that's how it all kind of started. I went to university and did computer science there. So I've always had a very very much a tech background. As you can see over my shoulder here, I've got a lot of Technic Lego. I built some of these models when I was 10 years old. And, you know, this one here especially was kind of the main one that I built. And I think that was around 10, 11 years old. So I've always had that technical background, but I kind of got into online marketing in 2009 when my dad invited me to an online marketing conference. I can't remember exactly who it was, but there were a lot of other famous names there, and it kind of snowballed from there. And we went to different conferences and all that, you know, throughout the years, and that's where my kind of online marketing journey began. I was already working in IT at the time, and, you know, learning more about the online marketing, and that's how it all came about. And what came to me at that time was, yes, I was helping my dad build his online marketing materials and systems, because one, he didn't want to know how to do it, he just wanted it to be done. But there wasn't a lot of systems out at the time. Yes, there's plenty now, but even in kind of 2009, 2010, there were a few systems, but they were clunky, and you still needed to know a little bit about how to actually set these up. They're not as easy as they are now, and that is the progression people have learned, and those companies have learned as well, and have made their systems simpler to use. Now, it doesn't mean that all people should go and do it all themselves. Some people just don't have the time to do it, and so that's where someone like me comes in. But that's how I kind of got into it, and learning along the way, and I'm still learning. You know, there's always new things out there. There's new technologies and things to keep up with, and look to see how you can simplify things for myself, but also for my clients as well. And as always, if you have got any questions regarding anything that I go through today, please leave a comment below, and I will make sure that I answer it for you. Now, what is it that I actually do for my clients? Like I said, I've been learning this now for over 10 years. And at that time, yes, I was doing everything for my dad, because when he didn't want to do it or know how to do it. But it struck me at that time that he wasn't the only one in that boat. And that's where I started doing little bits and pieces as a kind of second income alongside my main job. And then I got the opportunity in 2013 to actually go and do this full time. So I've been doing this full time now since June the 1st, 2013. And yes, you know, I've been doing this now for almost, you know, shy of a few months, 8 years now, full time. But I was doing this, you know, over 10 years ago. So that's how my kind of business started, and I wanted to help as many people get online. And one of the first things that I was doing was websites, because, you know, everyone wants a website, and my platform of choice is WordPress. And since then, it has, you know, developed from this humble little piece of software that people were using just to blog into now a software that even multinational companies are using for their websites. It has evolved unrecognizably since then. And that's how I kind of got started. I was building websites for clients. And since then, you know, it has evolved. There's been more things that clients need help with. And so that's where I've kind of diversified into, and I've built membership sites. And again, I've used different membership platforms throughout the years, and even for websites, I still build everything on WordPress, but how I build websites now compared to where I built them 10 years ago is vastly different, because I've learned so much over the last 10 years, and there have been other tools that have come out, which one makes my life easier, but also my clients as well, because I can now hand over a site to my clients. And I've done that very recently, handed one over yesterday. And, you know, everyone wants a website. I still build everything on WordPress, but how I build websites now is vastly different, because I've learned so much over the last 10 years, and there have been other tools that have come out, which one makes my life easier, but also my clients as well, because I can now hand over a site to my clients. And I've done that very recently, handed one over yesterday. I can show them how to make the edits on their websites, and they can go in and make those changes themselves. You know, if they want to, yes, I can make those changes for them. But a lot of the times clients want to do it themselves, and you know, that's fine with me. I'm not one of these people that builds the website and says, well, if you want any changes made, you've got to pay me to do it. No, you know, if you want to pay me to do it, because it's easier for me to do it than yourself, then by all means, I will do that for you. But my main aim is to make sure that my clients are self-sufficient and they know how to do it themselves. So as I've said, I've built websites, built membership sites, and that's also evolved now into hosting and maintenance. So I will host websites for clients. I'll also maintain them, so making sure that WordPress and the plugins and all that are always up to date. So that one, they have the latest features, but also they have the latest security updates as well. You know, lots of people will say, well, why do you use WordPress? Because, you know, it can always get hacked. Yes, but it now runs, I think, close to 40% of all websites on the internet. Those are millions. And because of that, it is an easy target, because there's going to be, you know, 40% of the internet running WordPress. There are going to be people that don't maintain their sites and are going to be easily hackable. Again, I can use a comparison with what operating system you use on your PC. Are you using a PC or are you using a Mac? If you're using a PC, but those get hacked as well. Same difference, really. You know, Windows is one of those systems that has been vastly adopted, so there are millions out there for hackers to go after. Same with WordPress. But as long as you maintain it and you have your backups of your site, and you're using a good hosting provider as well, then you can, you know, you're doing as much as you can to make sure that your site is protected. One of the other services that I have, it has evolved over the years, is a service that I am rebranding at the moment, but it's known as my online marketing support. And that's where, you know, it's one of my most popular services, because it encompasses everything. You know, we can use that time for training, making changes on your website, setting up CRM systems and campaigns, you know, marketing campaigns, etc. If there are major, bigger projects, then yes, that will be a project. But when I've been working with clients over the years, and I've still got clients, and every few months, you know, they come back to me with things that need changing, this is the service that they use, because it's one where they can pay for it, but it can be used for different parts of their business. And you know, that includes, you know, simple video editing, setting up the CRM or autoresponder systems like ActiveCampaign, building landing pages, opt-in pages, and you know, things like that, where things that you might be using to market your business online. You know, I can help with a lot of that, and it's not just necessarily the tech setup, it's also talking through the processes and the strategies that you might be using, and how all of the different systems might be integrated together to make sure that everything runs smoothly for you. And you know, since last year, the other thing that I've got into is video studio kind of setup, and helping clients with their video setups. As you can see, you know, since last year, I've improved my video. I've now got a full kind of studio setup, and I can show you behind the scenes. Let's see if this works. So as you can see here, I've got my own video setup. I've got monitors, I've got a mirrorless camera, and I've got different things here helping me monitor the video as I'm going out live. And I have helped 1 or 2 clients set this up as well. So if that is something that you are interested in, then yeah, please do comment below, or go to my website and send me a message. I'll definitely look to help you with anything like that. And it doesn't mean that you need a full setup like this either. It can just be improving your audio or your video. As they say, people will watch bad video as long as it's got great audio to it. But they won't watch a great looking video if the audio is terrible. It just hurts the ears and people will just turn off. So if there are things like that you need help with, then yes, by all means, get in contact and I can definitely help you with that. I've also been creating a lot of free content over the last few months. And if you want to have a look at that, you just need to go to my YouTube channel, and just to go there, if you just go to jasonkruger.com/YouTube, it will take you to my YouTube channel, and I'm just building that up at the moment, and you'll see there are a lot of videos on there with regards to video setup, but also how to use ActiveCampaign. There are a lot of videos on there, just tips and other little bits and pieces on there to help make sure that you use ActiveCampaign to its full potential. And ActiveCampaign is the system that I do recommend to my clients, especially if they're looking for a kind of CRM autoresponder system where they can store information about a client as well as have the email marketing side of it as well, so they can do their automated marketing. And if that is something that is of interest to you, and or if you've already got ActiveCampaign but you need some help with it, I do have a workshop that I created called ActiveCampaign Without Trauma. And again, you can have a look at those details at jasonkruger.com/ACWT. Now, I go through best practices on how to use lists and tags within ActiveCampaign, and generally what an autoresponder is. But I also have a series of videos with a tech walkthrough of all the features that you might be needing when you're using ActiveCampaign. So I'll go through it and show you how to set up emails, how to set up automations, etc. And again, if you've got any questions, you do have a free group within the community site where this all resides, where you can ask questions if you need to. So that is what I'm looking to do now. I do have my services where I will do a lot of the tech setup for clients, but unfortunately, there are going to be people that can't afford those services, and I want to be able to help those as well. So I am creating a lot more free content on my YouTube channel. So if you want to go over there and even look to subscribe to the channel, and click on the notification bell so that you get notified when I do post new videos. I do try and post at least one pre-recorded video a week on there, and I will be doing more lives there as well. But what I'm trying to do there is create a lot of free content to help people, with their online marketing and any issues that come up there, and making sure that they do make a success of their online businesses. Especially now, people are now looking at various ways to make more money online, or how to take their businesses online. And those are the people that I want to be able to help, as well as people that have already got online businesses but they need help with the tech, etc. I want to help those as well. But I'm creating a lot more free content. I also have this new workshop for ActiveCampaign, and I will be developing more workshops down the line. And I'm also in the process of creating a new membership site where I will be doing more of the tech walkthroughs for various software, so ActiveCampaign, Lead Pages, WordPress, and all the other types of software out there. So that's going to be something that's going to be built as we go along, and more content will be added to that. So if you are interested in that, get in touch, and I will let you know as soon as that goes live. The other thing that I've recently been looking at to help support me to create all the free content is there's a service called Buy Me a Coffee, where you can support creators with kind of tips or kind of monthly memberships. It's all very low cost, and if that is something that interests you to help me create more of this free content, then please go to buyjasonacoffee.com. You'll be taken to a site there where you can just do one-off kind of donations, or if you want to support more, you can create a membership, and it's only $5 a month, and you will receive more kind of behind the scenes content where I'm going to be starting to create that, detailing how I do certain things and the reasons why I build websites the way I do, or how I set up ActiveCampaign, things like that. Excuse me. And so there's going to be a lot more behind the scenes kind of footage there, but I'm also going to be doing a Q&A once a month as part of that membership. So if that does interest you, then please go to buyjasonacoffee.com, and it'll direct you to the site. And those Q&As will be set up once a month, and I will answer any of your online marketing questions regarding strategies, tech, etc. So you can bring those there as well. So I hope this video kind of explains a little bit more about what I do and how I help my clients. I'm very passionate about small business and helping small business succeed online. It's a passion of mine, and I try to help as many people as I can. But I want to get the word out there now as well. I've always been someone that has kind of been in the background, making other people look good. And, I've been going now for nearly 8 years, and a lot of my clients come to me via referrals, which is great because it shows that what I'm doing is helping clients, and they love working with me. I've received a lot of new testimonials and nice emails from clients recently, which just makes me feel good and shows that people value the work that I do for them, but also they're referring me to their own clients, and that for me to help them with their online marketing tech. My website at the moment is kind of going through a slight rebrand, but also I'm going to be adding a lot more content on there. So please check that out as well. So I hope you've got some value about what I do out of this video. And if you do have any other questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I will make sure that I answer them for you. And if this video has helped you, please just give it a like as well. That would be greatly appreciated. So I hope you have a great end to this week, and I hope to see you on the next one.